Today we're looking at the first ever DD audio sub on the channel. Gonna be seeing what they're all about, seeing how this guy does and what it can take. Let's get into it. That's right, guys. This is the DD Audio 515 E500 series. I believe this is their cheapest lineup of subs. That being said, I would still not consider this guy cheap. Now, real quick, you know me, I love budget bangers, that kind of thing. If that's what you want to see, guys, hey, this is maybe not the video for y'all. Definitely a little bit more premium sub, at a little bit more premium cost. Even though you're paying more, this has got some nice details in it that, hey, you're not going to see from all your other cookie cutter, cheaper subs. So let's get into that. First off, of course, we have the 15-inch version of this guy over here. Super excited to be looking at this. We have a non-pressed paper cone, but it is reinforced with fiberglass. Has a nice finish. Of course, have a kind of a regular roll surround. There is no stitching. Nice big dust cap over here. Moving on down here, we do have a stamped steel basket. As you can see, that being said, it actually looks really nice. Has a very nice finish on it, guys. It's kind of a crinkle paint finish. And it has the DD Audio logo etched into it, which is cool. A nice little touch. Definitely makes it stand out from, again, just some of the other cookie cutter subs where they just use a straight off-the-shelf baskets. Same for the motor. We have a nice boot with the DD Audio logo on it. We have what look to be 10-gauge push terminals. This has a dual layer spider with the tinsels sewn into it. Down here at the bottom, we of course have a 120-ounce motor with their free flow cooling system. And then I'm really happy to say, guys, we have a 3-inch voice coil. That is a high temperature voice coil, whatever that means. Hey, you know we'll put this thing to the test and see what it can take. Now, this guy is rated for 700 watts RMS, 2100 max, which I kind of like. I think it's a little silly how most companies say double, the max power is just double the RMS power, when that is not true. In a single burst, guys, subs can take way more than, double their RMS power, at least generally speaking. Now, this guy's got 18 millimeters of X Max and 30 millimeters of X Mech, or Mech. Mech is in mechanical. And another thing I know a ton of y'all are gonna like, this guy has an FS of 29 hertz. A lot of the subs I've been doing, especially the more budget stuff, it'll have a really high FS, up around 40 hertz or so, which is fine. Hey, sounds good. Playing the normal music you would listen to on Spotify or Apple Music. But if you're wanting to listen to some re-bass music or some music that just really hits nice and low, that you can really feel in your chest, it's really going to play those lower frequencies, make them sound nice and crisp and clear. Whereas I said with a higher FS, even though it might still play like 25 hertz, there is the potential it's just not going to sound as good. Now, real quick, y'all, I got to give a huge shout out to Big Jeff Audio. Sent me this sub to review for y'all. Thank you so much to him. Will, of course, be an affiliate link to this guy in the description below over on Big Jeff, so go check that out. Helps out him for supporting the channel. Helps out me with a slight bit of a commission should you purchase something after clicking on that link, and I really appreciate it. But again, huge thank you to him. Now, of course, that being said, hey, DD Audio, not paying me to make this, not sponsoring the channel, anything like that. Of course, Alfred Audio is the sponsor of today's video. So quick word from them, y'all, then back to the video. Real quick, guys, here's a quick sneak peek of some new products over on Alfred Audio. First off, guys, we've got the new Arnold Neos. Arnold's known as one of the best speakers out there. Definitely one of my favorites. And then over here, guys, we've got a bunch of amps from the new Sport line. This is, of course, replacing their AAK line. New looking design, but still Korean half bridge. And these are cheaper than the AAKs as well. So cannot wait to try these out. Will, of course, be a link in the description below to Alfred Audio. Go check out their new Sport line. But back to the video. All right, we haven't done a video here in the truck in a while. I got my 15-inch box hooked up in here. So figured, hey, might as well do another video in here. Kind of like filming it in the truck. It's a smaller cabin, so a little easier to film. You can kind of see the effects of the sub rattling, the mirror and whatnot, a little easier than you can in the Sequoia. I'm excited to be testing this sub out and see how it does in the old Ford. listening to this guy, you can really tell how much this guy likes those lower frequencies. Hey, not necessarily the loudest thing out there, not necessarily just, you know, window shaking, glass breaking, insane lows. But if you want that quality in those lows, hey, it sounds really, really good. Really loves that stuff in that 30 hertz range. And if I had a box tuned lower, it probably, hey, would even sound good digging lower as well. To demonstrate how much this thing likes the lows, I'm gonna play a little scene from a movie. Movies have that really, really low bass that really kind of shakes your whole house, which is different than the stuff you would hear in your normal everyday music. Let's see how this thing does. Alright, you'll need good headphones to really hear that yourself, but it does sound really, really good. Again, at a low volume, it just maintains that really low bass. A lot better than some other subs. So if quality of music is what you're going for, this guy's got you covered for sure. Next up, guys, time for the dB test. We, of course, have the SBL Labs mini bass meter hooked up over here on the glass. We have the SMD AM1 down here so we can see how much power we put through this thing. We're gonna be doing 35, 40, and 40 hertz. Hey, we might try 30 hertz as well, but since this guy seems to like the lows, I'm gonna start at 45 hertz, work my way down from there, and see what we get. All right, 45 hertz. Pushed it pretty good there. Not a ton of power though, 1200 watts. Okay, you got a 135. Let's try that again. Yo, 4,000 watts to that guy. But only a 135.3. All right, let's do 40 hertz. Okay, 2,000 watts. And a 134. We bumped it up to 4,000 watts there. But we did not get a better score. All right, we're gonna bring this down to 35 hertz. Let's see what we get. 4,687 watts and a 135.5. And as a bonus round, guys, let's do 30 hertz. Let's see what we get. 5,111 watts. But still, guys, not getting a great score, 133.9. 415, hey, not the craziest score that we have got. I think there's a couple things at play here. One, we have the port facing straight up, which is terrible if you're trying to get scores, so that definitely is playing into it. Two, in the truck, I do all my test on the glass instead of in the kick. Normally the glass is going to be a lower score than you would get in the kick. Three, again, hey, this sub, not an SPL sub, at least not in my opinion. Again, it really shines when it comes to that quality. But you gotta remember, guys, this thing has a pretty small motor on it, only 120 ounces. So we're just not getting that insane motor force to really get those loud scores. We're gonna do the 40 hertz nonstop RMS test on this guy. Yes, guys, 40 hertz at that 700 watts nonstop. Gonna see if it can at least make it through 3 minutes. Hey, maybe even longer. Let's get it. All right, guys, 40 hertz. Got the SMD meter hooked up. Got a old phone over here for my timer. Let's get it. All right, we're going pre-aired. 6 seconds. Oh, we do have some smoke. It's a little smoky, guys. Trying to hang on, guys, but not for much longer. there she goes, y'all. Let's get this thing off. Oh, man. Made it just under 3 minutes. Oh my goodness, it stinks in here now. Dang it, guys. Oh, the smoke rolling out of here. Whew. Very smoky. Oh, man. Well, guys, I actually really love this sub, so that is a bummer. I was hoping I could keep it and actually get to enjoy it for a little while. Quality on this thing was just really, really good. Really enjoyable. Sounded great in my vehicle. When I'm driving around the truck, I'm not absolutely slamming it. I really kind of want that quality of music. Just driving to and from jobs, to and from work, whatnot. Hey, again, was hoping I'd get to use it. Normally, if a sub will make it to like 3.5 minutes or so, I feel pretty good about it, and I'll turn it off. But this guy almost made it, but just not quite. All right, let's open this fella up and see what the damage is. Oof. It was a pretty coil while it lasted. There it is, guys. Well, guys, like I said, I was actually really excited about getting to bump around with this guy, and guess I won't get to do that. Love the custom basket, love the boot on the motor, love the texture on the basket. Again, overall, just a really good looking sub. I enjoyed it. Y'all, if you want a great quality sub and you're not on a budget, hey, this guy might be the guy for y'all. That being said, hey, if you're a budget banger like me, there are definitely better options for the $270 if all you're trying to do is get some bass. If you enjoy seeing what I do here, if you enjoy me putting these things to the absolute test so you can see what it takes to break these subs, please smash that like button. I really, really appreciate it. Also, of course, guys, big shout out to Big Jeff over at Big Jeff Audio for sending me this guy. He has been supporting the channel. He lets me run all these tests on these subs, whether I blow them or not. He appreciates that I do honest reviews on these things, which of course, guys, hey, he's stepping out of his way, helping me out. So guys, if you want some great audio, best prices, fastest shipping, and most awesome customer service, go check out Big Jeff Audio. Link in the description below. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Stay tuned for more reviews coming soon. Remember, as always, y'all, keep bassing on.